welcome to our English school interview. I'm your host, Joyce.
I'm co-host Kelly.
Hey Kelly, why do you look so depressed today?
I got some trouble at my work recently.
Oh, so that you mean the job you work in the convenience store?
No, I changed my job. Now I work for a crime school in Soochow.
Oh, so it sounds that you have done so many works. So how many jobs that you have worked for?
I work for a convenience store almost 3 months, and after that I have been a florist at a flower store only 1 day. Now I'm a crime school teacher. I'm tired of my job because there are so many students in a class, almost 140. I need to spend almost 30 hours on Sunday. I feel so tired. I remember you have a similar work, right?
Yeah, last year that I have been a tutor for 1 year, and the students that I have taught is studying 9th grade. Actually, that job brought a lot of pressure to me, and I also, the same as you, that I feel very tired of my job. So I quit this job. I quit my job, and now that I work in Soochow University, it's our university, and I have a part-time job in the self-learning room. So that's a very hard problem to solve.
What can we do?
You know, today it is our pleasure that we have invited a very, very excellent person and who did a very successfully in his job. His name is called Jerry. Jerry is a principal of the international school, and he is a lifelong educator and now teaches students how to be lifelong students of learning. So let's start our interview. And welcome, Jerry.
Welcome to our interview.
Thank you.
Why do you come to Taiwan?
Actually, I've lived in 4 Asian countries, and I've been a principal at different schools. So there was a school here in Taipei that I wanted to be the principal for. So I came here.
You love students?
Yeah, I've been teaching for over 20 years.
20 years. It's very long. So how do you overcome all the difficulties?
For culture.
For adapting Taiwan's culture, yeah.
Actually, it's been quite easy for me because I've lived in other Asian countries. So I've lived overseas over 15 years. So when I came to Taiwan, the biggest thing I had to adjust to is I come from Canada, and where I live it's very flat. But here there's lots of mountains.
Yeah.
And so that took a while.
Taiwan is so small, right?
Yeah.
And people is too many.
Yeah, there's almost as many people in Taiwan as there are in Canada. And Canada is the 2nd biggest country in the world. So,
Yeah, Canada is very big.
yeah.
The one is China.
The biggest country is Russia,
Yeah.
and then it's Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
How about tell us any detail about your job?
Well, my job is to help students graduate from high school and go on to university. Yeah. I used to be the principal of international schools. So that means only international students can go to those schools. But the school that I set up here allows both the foreign student and the local Chinese student to come together and get a high school education in English. So we offer Chinese language as one of the courses, but everything else is taught in English. So when the students finish grade 12, they have an English education and can now apply to universities in Canada, USA, Australia, England, anywhere there's an English-speaking university.
So the rule is just like we apply in our senior high schools in Taiwan.
Yeah, and even when a student here graduates from high school, they can turn around and apply to universities in Taiwan as well. So now what's a little bit different about our school is all internet. So the students get their courses from the United States, but they do them here.
Why are you interested in your job? You do your job 20 years.
Yeah, my mother was a teacher, and so I gravitated towards teaching. Since grade 6, since I was a little boy, I wanted to be a teacher. So I went to university, and at first I became a secondary teacher, high school teacher. But I had to do my internship in an elementary school. So I had to learn to teach from grade 1 to grade 12. And then when I became a principal, I was a principal of grade 1 to grade 12 schools. So yeah, I like it.
So do you think that it's for younger that they have to decide what they want to do in their future early is important?
No, not necessarily. Some students like me, I knew what I wanted to do, but most students don't. So what I encourage them to do is to get a very broad education. Okay, so take as many. In English education, you have to have 4 English classes in high school, and then there's 3 maths, 3 sciences, 3 histories that students should take. They don't have to take all those classes, but I encourage them to do that. So for example, in science, I encourage them to take biology, chemistry, physics. Then when they graduate, now they have a much wider field that they can look at.